if you want one time. Some of our players do, so. But thank you. I've said it all week, but I'll continue to say it. I want to thank the Autozone Liberty Bowl. My voice is a little hoarse, sorry. For this tremendous experience. I've been a part of many bowls, and I've never been to a better bowl game. The organization, the hospitality, everyone involved with the bowl. This truly is one of the best bowls in America. So thank you for everything. Vanderbilt, very, very good football team. You know, a lot of the same characteristics that we have in our football program, Coach Franklin's building in their football program. And so I have a lot of respect for him, his staff, and his players. Now on to our football team. Can't say enough. 21 seniors, they meant everything to our football program. We talk about being a family and being able to overcome adversity. And I just think it's true irony. Last year at about this time, give or take a couple hours, everyone went their separate ways and we weren't in a bowl game, and I text message every one of our players and said 2011 be a champion, and we're going to be back in a bowl game. And our players have answered everything that we've asked them to do, and they're truly champions. We've had 5 trophy games this year, and now we're 5 for 5. And to win 10 games in college football is very, very hard to do. And you know, these individuals up here with Isaiah and JK and the rest of the seniors, what they've meant to us has been truly phenomenal. The game in and of itself, I thought our defense did a great job of you know, really keeping us in the game. George Wynn really provided a spark. I do have to give Todd McMinn, our equipment manager, he may be an unsung hero, because Isaiah's helmet broke, so George Wynn went in the game. And that's when he took it for the distance, and he got us going. And you know, special teams wise, Ralph David Abernathy, very fitting that his family comes back to Memphis. And he really provided the spark with us on that kickoff return. And we challenged our kickoff return. We've been close all year, and we told them that today was the day that we were going to get one. And obviously, they responded. And then obviously, Isaiah, you know, where he's come from, and we've always said it, is there's a difference between a rusher, a runner, or a running back. And he is a running back. And running backs have to do it all: pass, protect, catch the balls out of the backfield on the perimeter, run the football, take the right reads. And the other mark of a great running back is durability. And he showed great durability throughout the course of the season, and today was nothing more than that. And he got stronger as the game went on. And there isn't any one person in our football program we want the ball in the hands of number 23 than 23. And so I thought obviously he responded, and just can't say enough about everyone in our football program. We made the plays that we needed to make down the end, and it was great to get win number 10. I thought it was great to represent the Big East Conference as champions, and this is a championship football team through everything, on the field, off the field, academics, and it's something that everyone can be proud of. In closing, our fans were phenomenal, from our band to our cheerleaders, to the catwalk, to the support that they've given us all week long. I just can't say enough of them. So obviously very proud, and I'm very proud to be the 53rd champion of the Autozone Liberty Bowl. Thank you.
One senior that's not up here, but has done a lot for the program, is Zach. Kind of talk about him just being able to come back so quickly from his injury.
Do you guys want something good to write about in college athletics? Write about that. The trials and tribulations of Zach Collaros. I said it. We live in a sports center society. Everyone's going to turn the highlights on. They're going to go to ESPN, turn it on, they're going to see the highlights. What they're not going to see is the 8 hours every day with Bob Mangine and Angelo Colosimo, and all the hard work that he put in of 8 hours a day rehabbing his ankle to get back to playing this football game. And when he was carted off the field in Paul Brown Stadium in the West Virginia game, he looked at me and he said, "Coach, I'll be back." And you know, the perseverance that that young man showed to make it back and lead his team to victory in his last game, I think speaks volumes about him. That's all you need to know about Zach Collaros. Very fitting.
And Isaiah, his being back, what did it do for your group, the offense?
For the offense, it was first and foremost comfort. You know, we have all the faith in the world in Munchie, but you know, to have not only a captain, but the heart of the team, he was a heartbeat. He was our brother, and he was my brother. You know, same class. Our families are actually real close, and just to see him back in practice, you know, it was just kind of, you know, joy. I didn't want to let him down because he didn't want to let us down.
You two guys were up on the podium after everybody left talking. What'd you say to each other?
He just, you know, he said, you know, that he loved me, and good luck with the rest of my career. Told him the same. Told him that I learned a lot from him, not only on the field, but off the field, as far as leadership and being a brother, you know, and Zach is truly our brother, and you know, he's Zach, you know. I mean, talking to you guys, you really don't understand it, but Zach is Zach, and you know, we just that was pretty much it, you know. Just say good luck and thank you for everything.
And then you two, after you got your MVPs, were up there as well. Offense, defense. I mean,
me and JK, you know, we came in together. We call ourselves 2012. That's what our class is, and pretty much the same kind of speak. You know, us going against each other every day in practice since we were freshmen made each other better, and kind of just brought that to each other's attention. Even though we may have, you know, noticed it, but just to hug a guy for the last time on the field on our first bowl victory. You know, we've never had a bowl game victory. That's two, and it was just, you know, it was like a big burden off our backs. And I'm gonna miss JK. I'm gonna miss this whole team, and you know, that's pretty much it.
I came up to Isaiah. I said, you know, I got one thing to tell you, and I'm glad that you're on my team, because you know, practicing against him for 4 years has definitely made me a better linebacker. I'm not sure if I would be where I am today without, you know, having Isaiah Pead on the other side of the ball during camp and spring practice and all that stuff. And him and Zach both have definitely made me a better football player, a better person. You know, I've learned a lot from each of those guys, and you know, that's what I told him. And he's going to have a great career down the road, and you know, I've had fun playing, and you know, good luck with everything. Thanks, man.
He's also going to be a member of the 1200 Club too, just so you know, Isaiah. Maybe even the 12,000 Club.
This for Isaiah. Can you talk about in the fourth quarter closing that game out? I mean, you got knocked out for a while with a leg. George is knocked out. I mean, y'all are on fumes, and all of a sudden you come back in and y'all knock out the last touchdown guy. Just talking about closing out, because they were on y'all to the end.
It's a mentality, and that's what Coach preaches to us every day. That's what we live every day: practice in the weight room and meetings. You know, every day we're not gonna quit. And you know, for our seniors, for me especially, our last game here and in college football with each other, it was pretty much nothing was going to stop. I could have broke my ankle, and I was going to be out there with crutches and all. You know, and it's like Coach preaches every day: mental toughness, and we really truly buy into that, believe it, and you know, whatever I had to do to get back on the field, I was going to do. And you know, I had to come in and get an IV because I was cramping. Came back out and you know, sealed the deal, and it was just. It was, like I said, a big burden off our chest to see everything that we go through day in and day out, that Coach preaches day in and day out, for it to just finally unfold the last game of this 124th edition of Bearcats. It was just, you know, it was greatness.
What was it like to just stand there? I mean, they just got the lead back. You're ready to go back on the field, and then all of a sudden you don't have to go back on the field because of what Ralph does. Just talk about standing there like, wow, you know.
It was actually kind of a smile because we. In the Syracuse game, he was on the way to a touchdown and got caught by the kicker. And it's kind of been the joke.
You should have been at our banquet. Yeah. You showed that highlight.
It's kind of been the joke of the season. And, you know, every day in practice, every time we practice it, we always tell him, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he made the kicker miss and took it all to business. And, you know, it was exciting for the touchdown, but it was also kind of humor and everybody on the sideline laughing and giving me a hug. And he's coming back like, what? You know, it was just kind of fun. So,
how much of the fact that you guys have played in 2 other bowls, big bowls, leading up to this, and the experience that you got, can you kind of talk about how that helped you guys?
Definitely, and you know, to start off, Coach Jones already said it, but you know, Liberty Bowl, it was awesome. You know, I've been to 2 BCS games, and those were no better than this. You know, the hospitality, the experience, you know, all the things we got to do, it was great. And I want to thank you guys, like Coach Jones said. And, you know, going to 2 big bowl games and losing it as we were young guys, you know, that really put a fire in our hearts. And, you know, coming into this season, we're like, man, we need to win a bowl game. And after we won the Big East championship, we had one thing left to do to leave our legacy on this program, and winning that bowl game was it. And you know, that pretty much capped everything off perfectly for us. But the experience in the other bowl games definitely helped us. It taught us how to handle ourselves through the week with no distractions. You know, guys weren't out partying in the game room playing pool against each other, or in the rooms watching movies, just hanging out. And I think that helped us tremendously with our preparation, and I think we taught our young guys well this week. And so I look forward to seeing them win 3 more bowl games in the next 3 years. So
this football team's a special football team, but it really showed me when it was either Wednesday or Thursday night, and Barb and I were like proud. These are all our sons, and we're sitting on a bus with 50 guys, and they're not out partying. We're going to the mall for an hour, and they're singing old tunes on the song playing Name That Tune. And you know, I never seen guys get so excited to go buy a pair of tennis shoes and then get back and go in the game room. And this football team is truly very, very special. There is a brotherhood, and there's a genuine love and passion, not only for each other, but for the University of Cincinnati. And I think that shows when you watch us play.
Isaiah, your helmet breaks on a punt return. You have to come off. Did you see George's touchdown? Or, I mean,
I was actually in the middle. My strap had just got fixed, and the ball was just getting snapped. And so I'm in the middle of running on the field and looking up at the scoreboard. And George breaks a tackle, and I'm kind of in and out, and then he hurdles a guy, and I'm like, oh, and I run on the field. I mean, I'm surprised the ref didn't call it. But I'm running down the numbers, and you can watch the film. But you know, it was great. You know, the type of person that George is. George is he's a quiet guy off the field, funny guy, and for him to do that, it was great first and foremost in the game. But just to see George overcome that and break a 70-yarder, it was pretty cool.
JK, could you talk about? You've heard about it for a month now. You guys playing an SEC team now. You beat I think for the first time in 15 years or something. Just reflect on that now that it's over.
well, you know, it definitely feels nice after hearing all the hype and everything, you know, about playing SEC team, and you know, we didn't look at that as a challenge. We looked at it as an opportunity, you know, to go out and show the country that, you know, the Big East, pretty good conference too, and with us representing the Big East and representing our city and everyone else, you know, we don't care who we play. You know, it could be an SEC All-Star team, and we're going to go out and play just as hard, and we're not going to worry about it. So hearing all that was definitely getting old, and you know, I'm proud that we can say, you know, who cares what conference you're in? You know, we're just as good.
Coach, can you just talk about how satisfying was it to rush for as a team over 220 yards against an SEC team that was actually doing pretty well nationally?
Well, you know, running the football is part of that mental toughness, the mental conditioning part of it that Isaiah alluded to. And championship football teams are able to run the football and stop the run defensively. And for us to be effective, we have to be a balanced offense. And, you know, we're going to run the football. And obviously, I feel we have the best back in America. And so obviously, we have to get him his touches. But our offensive line has done a great job all year. Our receivers blocking on the perimeter, our tight ends. And so, you know, we're going to do what we do, and that's run the football, mix it up, and be balanced. And we just believe that's how you win championships.
how much was getting the tight ends involved like you did part of getting that running game and loosening things up for Isaiah, because they were really active?
Well, our tight ends have done a great job all year. You know, all three of those individuals, and you know, we got them involved early in the throw game, and then obviously we wanted to work to get the edges, especially in the boundary, and do some leverage sets, and that's what George scored on, was a leverage set into the boundary and try to out leverage the defense at the point of attack. And you know, Isaiah did a great job of second, third effort runs and hitting the upcut, and you know, he was a little frustrated. I believe it was the second play of the game. we felt he had a big run out there and he slipped, and we knew that it would just keep coming. And that's the thing, as you use the term, you got to pound with patience. And, and we're going to establish the run, and we're going to continue to run the football.
And then you guys have a lot of running backs on this team, on this roster. Some of those guys don't know if they're ever going to see the field, but then George runs for a touchdown, Ralph runs for a touchdown. You as the veteran of the group, do you feel pride in how successful they were today?
I do. We all take pride in it. And, they might not see the field on game day, but we all get reps during practice. And so just to keep everybody active, keep everybody knowing what their assignment is, because at any point, the name could be called. And that was a perfect example for today. And, we got 3 freshmen. We got George Wynn coming back. And I'm excited to see how they're going to be next year.
And to piggyback off of that, in our program, we take great pride in our position group. And, Coach Jones really instills it in us to, teach the younger guys, teach them the ways, all that stuff. And I, too, was very proud of, our young guys. Nick Temple, for example, that's a name that you're going to be hearing a lot over the next 3 years. And he came up huge for us tonight. He forced a fumble on kickoff and then came out and picked off a pass in a critical situation. So when we talk about our young guys, we definitely take pride. We definitely take pride in that, and we want to see them do the best as possible. And, I know Isaiah was proud. I was proud. Zach was proud when Munchie was doing well. So that's a big thing in our program.
And both those 2 individuals are true freshmen. Everyone wants to talk about everyone else's freshmen. What about Cincinnati's freshmen? From Alex Chisholm to Nick Temple stepping up in a big bowl game, having his first career interception, to Ralph David Abernathy. You look at our true freshmen that really stepped up all year, but not just, all year, but obviously in this game as well. And that was very excited. Excited. That's a great indication of the future of our football program.